What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video your girl is here to bring you another video in my perfect palette versus the original palette. And in today's video I am taking the next requested comparison, and that is going to be between the Pat McGrath and my perfect version. Now, I did already show you guys how I came to the conclusion of creating my perfect version, so I will have that link down below for you all, as well as I will link down below this collection. I'm not sure if this collection is still in stock, but in the event that it is and you are very interested in it after seeing this video, I will have that down below for you all. I also did go ahead and take the time to show you guys the second highlighter that I did pick up, which is the more goldy one. It doesn't look bad, but it's just I'm not vibing as much as I was vibing with the other shade. Anyways, I took the time to go eye by eye this time instead of going back and forth. Honestly, I just didn't have it in me today to clean my brushes that many times. So you'll see me go through this eye and then this eye. I'm not going to tell you guys which eye is which, but I do want you guys to take the time, stop the video, comment down below which eye you think is what. You can clearly see a difference this time. There's clearly a difference. And based on just right now, which eye would you say won? Which eye side do you like better? They both have the same technique. I did a halo eye. I'm not the best at them, but I tried one time for the one time. And yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling. We're gonna just get right into the tutorial and see which eyeshadow side won the battle. Alrighty guys, so we are gonna do this video quick, fast, and in a hurry. Why? Because I am running on 3 hours of sleep. But first, before we dive into the eye tutorial, I did want to go ahead and put on my highlight, and I haven't shown you guys on camera the second highlighter that I got, which is the more gold highlighter. So I did want to show you guys that on camera because I believe I just swatched it on my hand and I didn't show you. My only clean highlighter brush is this Wayne Goss wing brush or fan brush, so I'm gonna go ahead and use that, and we're just gonna really apply this on my cheeks. I really do actually like this fan brush. It's really nice, and it actually does really nice with putting my highlighter where I want. But do you see how it's just so stark? It doesn't really blend in with my skin. I guess now it kind of does. I don't know. I think what I'm gonna do is go over just a little bit with my blush brush just to maybe like tone it down. Maybe it does blend in. Maybe I'm just not used to the type of shade that this is. I'm just so much more used to a silvery highlighter. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this everywhere where I like to apply highlighter. Ooh child, that's a strip of gold. Where's my powder brush? And that was a lot. Okay. All right, so that is done. Highlighter achieved. I hope you guys were paying attention. Now I'm just gonna throw on my eyeshadow primer. Today I'm gonna be using the Natasha Denona eyeshadow base. I have this in, I believe, medium, no deep, just medium. And I am just going to prime both of my lids very quickly. And of course, as you can see, I'm blending it out with my finger. Okay, I think that's it. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to just grab some brushes and we're just gonna play. And hopefully it works out. Okay, so I think I'm gonna put the my perfect palette on this eye, and then I'm gonna put the original palette on this eye. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the my perfect palette because then I can kind of go from there. And let's see what I want to do. I don't actually know what I want to do. I'm gonna take a small brush And I am going to go into the darkest, more burgundy-ish shade in this palette. This is from an unknown palette because I depotted it. I'm sorry. Just find any burgundy that you looked for when I did this My Perfect palette. I will have that video down below. And I think, let's see if I've improved on the halo eye technique. I'm sure I haven't because I haven't practiced, but you know, like I said, 3 hours of sleep, why not? I'm just gonna take this same shade right along my lower lash line, and I'm gonna lightly blend, but not really. I don't really want to focus on the blend. Okay, then what I'm gonna do is take the fluffier brush out of my brushes, and I'm gonna go into the light pink in this palette, which is Baby Pink from Coastal Scents. Of course, they're no longer in business, so I'm just doing 2 out of 2 with the shades that I'm choosing today, but it's okay. And we're just going to blend out the edges of that dark shade with this Baby Pink shade, and that's very true to what it is. As you can see, it really is a baby pink. And I am going to go ahead and blend out my lower lash line, same shade. Sorry about that, I was focusing on blending and I did not realize I was so out of focus. But I pretty much, like I said, was just blending that darker purple out. I am just gonna go ahead and intensify it now that it's all been blended out, so it should work out the way that I want, where it's nice and dark and sultry right around the edges and it blends out. Yeah, that should be exactly what I want. I'm then just going to go ahead and re-intensify my lower lash line as well. Okay, then I have 3 shimmers, this one, and this one, and I think I'm going to use these 2 up top. So for my, let me swatch them. Ooh, they're both duochromes. Okay, this is the one I'm going to use on my lid, and that one is from Touch of Glam, and it is in the shade Hawaiian Sierra Shift, and then the other one is Looksies Tease. So what I'm going to do is take a flat brush. I genuinely just don't even feel like getting my NYX glitter glue today, so we're not going to. We're going to see how well my brush picks up the shade. I don't think it's doing very well, but it's okay. We're going to just set a base. Okay, and then I'm just going to go in with my finger, and once again, this is the Touch of Glam shade. That is stunning, absolutely stunning. And then I'm just gonna go back around it, just back and forth between my finger and my brush to make sure I get the shade that I really want. And then I'm going to take a pencil brush and go inner corner with that Looksy Beauty shade. And this shade I feel needs some help, so I am going to spray my brush and get some product on there. Spray my brush and get some more product to really adhere to that area. Okay, I think that's cute. Let's replicate that on the other eye. I am going to take two. I need to clean all of these brushes because I'm going to use the exact same brushes for the other side. So give me 1 second. Let me just clean these brushes and then I'll be right back. I cleaned off my brushes. Now it is time to do the exact same look with this palette. Now I can say off bat, it's definitely going to be different because in the Pat McGrath shadow, the deepest shade one isn't as deep as the one that I chose, and also it looks to be more of a satin. So I'm just going to take my brush and first just really try and deepen out this outer edge, and take that same product and go in the inner corner. And then we're just going to blend across. Ooh, okay. We're gonna keep going though. We're gonna keep going. I am just gonna once again take this right along the lower lash line. I really want to deepen out that side. Ooh, okay. It's okay. It's okay. We're going to keep going. Then what I'm going to do is take my blending brush, or my bigger blending brush, and I'm going to go into the pink shade that I replicated. And this looks to be more of a satiny shade too. Okay, I got to take the plastic off because I can't see my mirror. Okay, this may be cheating, but I think I really, there's no differentiation in my opinion. Let me come in close so you guys can see. You see how there's no huge difference between the two shades that I just laid down? So I'm gonna make a difference. I'm gonna add some of this brown right here in the Pat McGrath, and I am going to mix that, which this is the only true matte, and I'm gonna mix that with the purple. To one, make it deeper, but also hopefully to really show the difference in the two shades, because otherwise there's just no difference in person, and I'm sure via camera as well. Okay, so this is what we're doing. Okay, I've added some brown. I don't want to add too much brown, and this overall shade is brown, but I did just need some form of depth. Okay, then what we're gonna do is do the exact same thing. I am gonna go into the shade that was replicated, that I duped out, and this shade is, I forgot their shade names, I'm so sorry. So Love Match was the first shade I put down. Then I believe Plum Regalia was the one that I used to deepen out Love Match, and then to blend everything out I used Art of the Swoon. Now I'm gonna go into Regency Blue, and I'm just gonna pick it up with a flat brush and see how it does. Okay, so it did pretty much the same as the other one. You can see a very thin layer, but nothing substantial or really good enough. So I'm just gonna pat it over with my finger like I did with the other shade, and then I am going to blend her out. I am gonna just go back and forth between those two shades that I used to really deepen this area out, just so that it makes sense. Okay. That's looking pretty good. There is quite a bit of fallout. Quite a bit of fallout, actually. And that ain't cute. But okay, we'll go with it. So then next is my inner corner highlight. And for my inner corner highlight, I'm going to go into the equivalent in this palette, which is Iconic Ingenue. And first we're going to start off with just the brush. And this one actually picks up a lot better on this brush than the other one. So that's nice. And pretty much that's the finished look. I will go ahead just to make sure that everything is balanced and even. Like I said, me and halo eyes are not the best. I am going to also go ahead and throw on some liners, mascara, try and jazz this up so it looks halfway even, and then I'll be back to show you guys the finished look. Alrighty guys, so I didn't do too much. I just wanted to add on some liner, and I'm gonna come in so you guys can see the finished looks. Alrighty guys, let's get down to the thick of things, okay? As I showed you guys, this is the Pat McGrath side. This is my perfect palette size, and so the last time I felt like there was no real clear winner. I felt that they both had their own merit. And what I will say about this palette on this eye is that it has its merit, but it's definitely not for multiple shades and as complex of a look as I did today. I feel like the merit in this one is that if you like satins and you like a little bit of depth, you can really do that with this palette. In addition, you have the one sparkly shade. So I think for this shade to really, or for this palette to really get your bang for your buck, you have to be somebody who's willing to put one of these two shades in your crease, deepen it out with this, and throw one of these on your inner corner and or on your lid. You're not going to really get any huge difference if you blend these two together at all, unless you put this in some way in this look. And for me, that's disappointing. That's extremely disappointing. That makes it so that this is not really a 6-pan palette to me. This is dang near going on more of a 4-pan palette. And if we know me, I do not reach for my 4-pan palettes because you're so constricted in your looks. And I feel now that I am extremely constricted with my looks. That is if I am sticking with this palette strictly. I can add a black in here. I can add different mattes in here. I can use these satins to blend out the mattes that have more pigment, more rich formulation, thicker formulations, all of that, and I can do good. I mean, for goodness sakes, I have what, 3-4 Pat McGrath palettes. I can use those and use this in conjunction. This can be more of a companion palette, but it's just the idea that I really thought this could be a standalone, and I truly don't think for my makeup aesthetic, the way that I apply makeup on a daily, it can be a standalone. Now, if I do get into the more of the idea of doing 2 shadow, max 3 shadow looks, which truly is actually what I did today, but like the 3 shadow where you only put one thing in your crease, you deepen it out one, and then you throw something everywhere else, like those types of 3 shadows, or the 2 shadow where you just do something on your lid, something in your crease, I think this is really, really good. For me though, I think honestly in this video, this is the clear winner. It really is. I am able to provide myself a lot more depth and diversity in my mattes, whereas I can use this as a standalone crease and or blending shade, this is a standalone crease or blending shade, and then this as well. You get a lot more variety where I can use these two together, these together, this by itself, you know, all of that. And then the shimmers are just a different breed. I feel like once again, you just see how indie shadows are just insane. They're so pretty, so foily, so glittery, and they can do just a bit better, just a bit more. Now, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with this astral blue shade. I just don't think it really fits. Like, you get all of these pinks, all of these purples, and you get that brown, and then you have a blue popped in there. Like, I really honestly wanted this palette to try the new formula. I'm not going to even play you guys in any way, shape, or form. And I don't know. I don't know. I'm unconvinced. And honestly, like, it's a landslide. In my opinion, it easily goes to my perfect palette on this one. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got for this video. I really don't have anything else. It truly is a landslide, in my opinion, towards my perfect palette to the Pat McGrath. I would love to hear what you guys have to say down below in the comments. Which palette do you like better? Which eye look do you like better? I really hope that at least I had a decent amount of footage in focus. I didn't realize that my camera was so out of focus when I was doing this first eye, but hopefully you guys can see even this far back, just the change in the difference between the depth and variety level of the two looks. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. On Friday, I will be updating you guys on my pan nose eyeshadow project pan, and until then, I will see you guys. Alrighty, bye.